podcast dedicated to helping professionals and leaders amplify their voice, impact, and influence. Are you ready? Let's go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Stand Out from the Crowd. And today we are hosting a special holiday live stream with, all the guests, some of the guests, obviously, that I had the opportunity and the privilege to interview during the past year, actually. Can you believe 2021? It's already the end of the year. That's crazy. That's insane. But as we get started, as usual, let us know where you are tuning in from. I can tell you all these people that you see live with me today are people that I met through LinkedIn, and beyond being part of my network, they are now they are my friends. They are part of my close circle, the people I get to call, I get to talk to, I get to create opportunities, initiative with. So when I tell you to put the comment section on fire, because your next best friend, your next opportunity, your next, I don't know, whatever you're looking for, maybe in the comment section, like, this is real. Okay, so let us know where you are tuning from. We know we have a beautiful international community, and today we just want to chill and relax and have some fun. Okay, we work hard all year long, and as the saying goes by, work hard, play hard. And so today, I don't know if we are going to play hard, but actually we are going to have some fun. So without further ado, let's get started. And I would like to ask my fabulous standout guest of the day to introduce themselves. So for the people in our community who don't know you, they get to get a better chance to understand who you are and how you impact people's lives. So Valerie, would you like to start?
Sure. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Doreen, for having me on. My name is Valerie Mecki. I used to be in the fashion industry, a buyer, but at the beginning of this year, late last year, I decided to make a career pivot, and now I am a content writer. And I'm just so excited to be here because a quick little story, I was never on LinkedIn. And it was this time last year when I would watch Doreen and her live shows. And I would just say to myself, like, wow, she's so amazing and inspiring. And I would just watch these interviews. I never would think, fast forward a year later, that I would be on a live show with her today. So I just wanted to say thank you.
I didn't know that story. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Who goes next? Ahmed?
Sure. So thank you for giving us amazing opportunity and positive vibes with this great community. Thank you, Dareen, for this invitation. Second, just I'll give you a brief about myself. I have two introduction. The introduction that I used to have it 2 years back. I'll speak about myself. What do I work? My position and my just experience. But today, I can tell you who am I. I interview CEOs and the executives in the S&OP or business to uncover their valuable experience to our community. Who am I now? And today I am one of the best top podcast on Apple in business charts. And who am I? I would say I'm a normal person that who loves to inspire and empower and touch and influence and move people towards their way of greatness. This is who am I today.
And if you don't follow Ahmed, of course, I strongly encourage you to follow all our guests today. But if you look at Ahmed content, his videos are like next level. And
Yeah.
he's
Thank
not
you.
like a content marketing guy or whatever. He just do everything by himself, but his videos are just like next level. So go
Thank
check
you.
him out.
Thank you,
Carl,
Darine.
how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so very much. I'm going to make this brief so Valerie don't jump on me. I am just really taken aback by the growth of everyone here on this platform, and I appreciate you, Darren. For me, you go way back in the beginning time of on this platform, and I enjoyed the work that you're doing and how you've been such an inspiration to not only me but even just beyond this platform. What you bring to the table is wonderful. So that's enough about you. This show you asked me about me, right? I'm Carl. I got to do it sort of like Alma did. Before, when I came on this platform, I was just someone that worked in corporate about 25, 27 years, somewhere in there. Was trying to tell people a lot about being vulnerable and how that would affect us as leaders. Never got that. So I pivoted from that and I decided that I wanted to go to law school. So I started in, after all these times of being out of school, just saw that I'd go to law school. So I did that. And in the midst of that, I started writing on here and said I wanted to be a aspiring civil rights attorney. But as I got on here and grew, and I said, yo, this is a platform where I can talk about really what I want to talk about. It's supportive. It wasn't like any other platform that I've ever been involved with. And I thought it was a place where I can get my message out. So now, go to this present time, I'm an expert really in vulnerability and leadership. And I just empower executives to kind of embrace their vulnerability so they can become highly effective. And more than that, they can be innovative and resilient leaders. And I often ask the question, what is your relationship with vulnerability? And through that question, I've derived a consulting business where now I put that to the test in one-on-one group coaching and corporate training. So I've come a long way since February of 2020.
Yeah, you've come a long way, and actually, what you do, like it's much needed, like now more than ever. And last but not least, Panise, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I apologize in advance for my scratchy voice. I'm coming down with something, but
That's okay.
I'm Panise, and I care about impact. I'm lucky enough to be able to uh, create impact in my day-to-day job, but also thanks to Doreen and her support. Now I found my voice on LinkedIn, and I'm sharing stories with my network of my learnings in my life, whether it's from when I moved to Canada in 2005 or today. I'm here to make an impact, whether it's at work or in my personal life. And thank you, Doreen, for having me here.
Oh, you are most welcome. Okay, so I see a couple of comments coming in. Keep the comment coming in. I see Shidish. He said, hello, very excited about today's. We have Badre Sharani who says, hello and happy new year. Who else is in that place? Oh, what a big message. Okay, so this one is for a group. So people who are interested will look at it. We have Nadia here who says, awesome, Carl. Yes, Papito. Who else is in the place? Nadia. Hello, Nadia. Oh, Carl, you have your fan club in the place today.
Already.
And a LinkedIn user, Doreen, is doing great. Thank you for the impact you're making. Thank you, everyone.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's get started. Today, we want to get into the nitty gritty of what happened in 2021, right? 2020 was crazy. And I remember all the posts on social media. We were all looking forward to 2021 because we thought the craziness would just like stop at December 31st, 2020.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it didn't happen. And this year, was different. A lot of challenges for a lot of people, a lot of shift, a lot of changes happening. And so I wanted, to talk about and to get to know a little bit what happened, in 2020 in your life. What were the highlights of 2020 for each one of you? Maybe the biggest lessons, the toughest or the weirdest moment or things that whatever happened to you, So we know that we are not alone. Oftentimes, when crazy stuff and weird stuff happens to us, we like, am I the only one? Like, what's wrong with me? But actually, I know it's not true, right? So today we are like opening up the door to the best, the good, the very good, the not so good that happened to in 2021 to each one of us. So let's get started. Ahmed. Okay,
Definitely,
what
sure. So
what was your best moment of 2021?
if I would speak about the best moment, it's just if I reflect, it's about knowing who am I, and knowing what are the values that I can carry and I can really impact people. Because if I told you in 2020, it was just the beginning of exploring, the way of the greatness, and just exploring who am I, and start to ask many questions about my life. But if I talk about 2021, the best thing that happened, that I started to know who am I and what I am chasing and where I want to go. And that's why I'm always just chasing this. And I just had I realized one thing, which is I will never be the best, and I'm not the best, but probably I could be better every day. This is the only thing that I have realized about myself. This
Yeah,
about
so
my
self-discovery, self-awareness, it's very important. It all starts from within. Uh, Carl, what's your best moment or your best experience you had this year in 2021?
I my best moment was actually, and it's probably the worst and the best of times,
Mm.
was the pandemic. That was actually my pivot. I know a lot of people have went through a lot of other things that they consider pivots, such as losing jobs and those things. But the pandemic gave me an opportunity to reevaluate what I was doing, and in that reevaluation, I became confident, and my mantra was, "You are enough." Because for so many times, for so many years, uh, whatever I put out, whatever accomplishment I made, to somebody wasn't enough. And I let them walk away with that power each and every time. So in 2021, I learned that I
Mhm.
was enough. What I was doing was enough. I just need to stay consistent with it and believe in it.
Oh, yeah, that's
beautiful.
powerful. Yeah. Valerie?
I would say it actually happened pretty recently, and it happened all within 1 week. So I was shared earlier that I had made a career pivot myself after 18 years being in the fashion industry. I started off writing a blog about changing careers and my journey, and I started sharing it on LinkedIn, writing articles on the blog, and recently I had 2 readers reach out to me and said, "Hey, I successfully made a pivot because I've been reading your blogs."
Wow.
So um, you never know the impact you can make when you're writing. You're just putting out there and you're
Mhm.
putting it out in the universe, and you just hope that your words, your wisdom, your information just lands in people's hearts. And a couple of weeks ago, I got that confirmation. That definitely is worth all
Yeah.
the late nights writing.
Woo, that's great.
Beautiful.
And
Yeah.
I'm super happy for you because I know the
Yes.
transition at some point was kind of challenging for you.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
transitioning after a career you have known all your life, it's not easy. And so see, like this is a proof that you have made the right choice, no matter the
Mhm.
ups and downs. Like you are making an impact in people's life, and at the end of the day, that's all we are trying to do. And
Yeah.
if through what we do, the content, the words that we use, no matter what's the format, we can impact one person, like this is big enough. and
Mhm.
and and Hannes, what is your best moment memory of 2021?
I think that my best moment was my hardest moment. It was at the time that I was at my lowest and I felt like I lost my self confidence. I didn't know what the heck am I going to do with my life. I ran so many different options and scenarios in my head. And the greatest part of that was that I took the first step. I messaged you and I asked for help because it was the moment that I needed it the most. And I believe that those are the moments where pivotal moments get shaped. And that was the best part of 2020 because it set me on the right path. And I'm extremely grateful for it.
Beautiful.
That's beautiful. Thank you. And like what you're sharing with us like shows us that there is nothing wrong, and actually it can only benefit you when you dare asking for help. You are not a Superman, you are not a Superwoman. We all try to figure it out by ourselves, which is great. But when you feel like what you know or what you can do is not enough, ask for help, because it can be this time around that this experience will then completely change your life. Okay, so now that we have started with all the positive and all of this, let's get into the fun. Okay, and let's get started with our truth or dare. So I have a list of questions, people. We're gonna have some fun. Okay, Carl, my friend, truth or dare? Carl, can you hear us?
Yes, I hear you. I hear you.
So truth or dare?
Just
Yeah, I'm a truth kind of guy. I better not go with the dare. You're dangerous. I better not go with the dare.
So what do you want to do? Truth or dare?
I want to do truth. Give me truth.
Okay, because you're
Yeah.
too dangerous with the dare. That's what
Yeah,
you said.
you're dangerous.
Okay, so what's the worst thing you have ever done at work? And for you who are watching the either the live or the replay later, like, feel free to share your anecdote in the comment. We want to know. So first question, truth, what's the worst thing you have ever done at work?
We had actually, this was right before the pandemic, actually, and I still chuckle when I think about it. Me and my boss at the time, me and him, we got into, I wouldn't necessarily say heated. I don't do heated arguments. I just make my point. And I was making a point with him, and it was something that we had been talking about for quite a long period of time. And I was so agitated, and of course, I wasn't going to do anything out of character. And the only thing I knew what to do before we had this presentation that we were going into before this talk, I hid the presentation so we couldn't find it. And I sat in the conference room, and I took his drive, and I just hid it. And I did not. I sat in the conference room like, like, what's going on? We're going to get this meeting started. I mean, I played it all to the hilt, and he got pretty short because we had some big heads, some big heavy hitters there. He got pretty reamed out for it. He didn't get fired or anything of that nature, but he got pretty reamed out and got embarrassed. And at the point in time, I thought it was something good to do because I didn't do anything to him physically, and which I really wanted to. But I thought this was a way for me to do it. But after that, my conscience didn't let me live it down, and I had to go back and tell him what I had done. Needless to say, I'm not at that company anymore. But, but that was a truthful thing that I actually done. So.
That's a good one. Like, that's a big one. Like,
Don't make him mad.
Yeah, and I didn't hold any grudges. After that, I took him out to lunch, even though I wasn't working anymore. So
Well, yeah, you owe him lunch.
it was a good thing.
I didn't expect that from you. Like,
Yeah, I was hey, look, I'm vulnerable,
like
but
I'm
I'm vulnerable, but I'm mischievous. I got a mischievous side also. So, yeah.
You're so funny. Okay, Valerie, truth or dare?
Okay, it's, my words of the year were experiment and execute. So it's almost the end of the year. Let's just do it, a dare.
Oh, okay. Are you home?
I'm in no.
Okay,
No, I'm in a office.
let's try this one.
Okay, what does that mean?
Hold on. Let's try this one. Empty
Okay.
out your wallet or purse and show
There's nothing in
everyone
there.
what's inside.
Oh, okay. Well, I have this little thing. Oh my God, this is going to be real. Thanks, Doreen. You're going to see my obsession with all my lipsticks. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh
You
my
only have
Lord!
2
I have
lips, Valerie. You only have 2
you
lips.
take on with you every day,
No.
everywhere you go.
Yeah. But Carl, you don't understand. Each of these colors represent a mood. The ladies know what I'm talking about. You can put it in the comments below.
I don't know
Each
anything.
one is a little.
I have no idea about that, so I'm glad you
Same
informed
here.
me that.
And then like some Advil and mints. Oh my God, everything to do with like the mouth and lips. That's what's in this bag.
Interesting. So actually, you have everything you need to be on top of your game in whatever situation. You look good, you feel good, and then you go for it. You nail it.
Yep, that's right.
And we have Usama here who says, Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
Valerie
pretty much.
And completed. Yeah.
And you did it. Congratulations.
Nice.
Congratulations. And here who else is saying, there is way too risky to take. And see, Osama, you got to be brave. You got to be brave.
End of the year, do it.
Next, under the fire, Ahmed, truth or dare?
I always like to affirm the truth, so I will go with the truth.
Oh, do you have a hidden talent?
Actually, yes.
So
Yes.
tell us more about it. What's your hidden talent?
So, I would say what I realized in the last 2 years, that I love acting as a comedian. I love this, really. And the way that I discovered this, when I started my videos on LinkedIn about the stand-up, and when I started, and it was, crazy idea, because I thought that you can build a business, or you can be very, entrepreneur. You should be, very formal. You should be, very restricted and very assertive in everything. But I realized that you are connecting with people at the end of the day. So people love sense of humor, and you can connect easily if you made them laugh. At the same time, if your message is very clear and you drive these kinds of values that will liberate their thoughts about you. So along the way, when I started this in front of my camera and I started to buy, lights, I found that really I have hidden talent, which is, how to be comedian. I made many things, facial expressions, my tonality. Sometimes I can, take 2 actors, 3 actors, 3 characters, 4 characters, whatever. So I discovered this, and I'm taking it, in parallel beside what I'm doing. I'm trying to use it also for my business and for inspiring people aside. And at the same time, I'm just being what I'm trying to be myself in front of everyone. This is just about myself.
That's amazing. And I got to tell you, I know nothing about SNDP, right? Not my area at all. But I keep watching Ahmed videos because he plays like 3-4 characters inside his own videos, and he explain like SNDP so in a way that is so simple that you're like, oh,
Entertaining
so now
too.
I
You're like,
SNDP, and I can talk about SNDP. Okay, so what's your favorite facial expression to do? I know you have a couple of ones, but what's the favorite one? Show us.
Like this.
oh, kind of like the rock.
I like this, I like this. Again, what I realized in the last 2 years, that don't be afraid to be yourself. And don't be afraid to be, people will always talk about you and talk about what you're doing, and you will never, satisfy anybody. What you have to work on it is just your self-satisfaction. Do whatever you love, and do it with passion, do it with energy, do it with positivity, regardless. I keep saying this, people will always talk regardless. So go chase whatever you want, whatever you created for. That's why I say I'll be myself, and trying to attract more and more people and inspire them.
Yeah, I
I think you should bring back one of those old videos, because that's how I noticed your content come up on my feed. I was like, he's doing a skit about SLP, and I don't even know, like, why am I watching it? It was so entertaining, and that's when I started following you, because there was this one video, and it was like you were in a movie theater, and you were like different characters in movie theater. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yes.
You should bring it back, the best hits.
I will do that. Actually, I'm trying to revamp everything. I'm working now currently in my podcast, but at the same time, I'm trying to build, just the renovation, another innovations. It's coming on the way, but 2022 definitely will be totally different.
I got some California people in my network. I'm gonna see if they can use some.
I'm in LA. You should just come to improv.
Yeah, like you should pitch him. Like you should offer him a role. Like you have people in California,
Definitely.
LA. Listen.
Yes, LA, look out! Here he comes.
I think you listen, Carla. I'll tell you. I am in KSA and you are in USA. If we change the U and K, it's the same almost, right? So
Yeah.
easily you can come. Easily.
Easily. I
صح?
like that.
Right?
It's so funny. Okay, and I see a lot of in the comments, a lot of people like cheering to Ahmed talent with his videos, and like
Thank you.
everyone like would agree that like honestly they are so funny. And now we can
Thank you.
all tell that we can talk about SNDP because of you, Ahmed.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys.
Panis, Panis, my dear Panis. It's
I'm
your
going with Dare.
You want to go with there?
Yeah.
Oh, woo, hold on. I didn't expect that. Hold on. Let me bring my dear questions.
Just don't make me do push-ups right now. I can't do it.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so what is? Okay, I don't know if that's something that you can do, but can you show us your screen time report?
My screen time
On your phone.
report.
Yeah, we'll see if you're
Oh.
addicted to your phone or not. Let us
see.
show us.
Screen
Please.
time.
I told you, Doreen and the Dare. She's dangerous.
Yeah. So how many? 2 hours for only today? 4 hours already?
Wow.
Is that
Daily
fair?
average, it says, and it
Average.
says see all activities. So LinkedIn, apparently I spend 2 hours and 55 minutes on average. Safari, I spend 2 hours and 40 minutes. I've done a lot of shopping for Christmas.
Oh,
WhatsApp, 2 hours and 5 minutes. Google Maps, because I was driving to pick up stuff, an hour and 52 minutes. Camera, apparently I like taking pictures. 1 hour and 30 minutes.
oh
That's
wow.
my videos. Instagram, an hour and 25 minutes. I spend more time driving than checking out Instagram.
Wow, which is good then.
And then the Bay, because I bought a lot of stuff from Bay this year because I had a gift cart. 49 minutes, I guess. And then work Teams, which is our Microsoft platform that we use, 48 minutes. Do you want me to keep going?
Well, that's okay.
That's pretty funny that your Teams platform was 48 minutes.
Yeah.
versus
Versus all the other times she spent
Yeah.
with everything else.
Like,
Right?
Well, it doesn't include my computer, but yes, majority of our accounts are on holidays too.
So the good thing though is that you are not using like your phone too much for work, which is good, because we have a tendency since working from home, like to work all the time because it's so easy now through our phone to check the emails, the notification, and so on. So that's kind of good though. That's kind of really good. And what it tells us also is that you are consistent with LinkedIn. That's a good one.
I learned from the best.
Okay, so next round. Your turn, Valerie. Truth or dare?
Oh, I didn't know we were going for a double.
Oh yeah.
I will go for truth.
What's the strangest thing you have ever eaten?
Oh gosh. The strangest thing I've ever eaten. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's strange, but I have been eating a lot of like vegan lunch meat, and they do look a little strange. And I don't know what they're made of. So I guess I know I'm a little like boring and plain. I don't get out very much. And I'm in LA. I just said vegan lunch meat. So go figure.
But listen, if it's a better option for yourself, why not? But it's true, like a kind of, I don't know, you don't want to eat meat, but you want to eat something that like tastes like meat, but it's not meat. Like this is an entire philosophy that I do respect.
Thank you.
But personally, I don't know if that's something I don't know. You never know. Never say never, right?
That's right. Got to come to LA. You drink the green juice, and then you just start becoming like vegan all of a sudden.
Oh, so is this an invitation?
Yes, everyone should come to LA.
Yes.
Definitely.
Ahmed, the truth or dare?
Affirm the truth, please. Again.
Okay. Who's are you on Instagram?
Yes, I am.
Are you active on okay, one
Not,
more, you're not
not at
active
all.
there. I don't see you
No,
there.
not at all. No, 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 no.
Okay, so what's the best piece of advice you have ever been given?
Um, from a coach, or you just mean from anybody?
From anybody?
From anybody. Um, I would say one of the best lessons that I've learned from one of my mentors is effective listening. I should listen effectively because this is the essence of any leadership, or even the communication. This is the fundamental of any communication. And what do I mean here by effective communication? It's just not listening to reply or to answer, but listening really to understand people around you and give them a space. So this lesson, it's not easy. I can say it. Effective listening is not something that easily that you can say that I'm listening effectively, but it needs a practice and the practice and the practice. And I'm always trying to, our mind is always wired like this: jump into conclusion, quick conclusion, or corrective actions quickly. But my mentor, he tried and he coached me on that. Just
Yeah.
don't jump in conclusion. Give your space and give yourself a time to think and process ideas, and then you can reply back. This is effective listening.
We have lost you, Ahmed. Okay. So Carl, what is the one thing you are looking forward to next year?
So one thing that I'm looking, it loads me to. What's the one thing that I'm looking forward to next year?
Yeah.
Growth. Just to put it, with that comes everything that I'm seeking. So looking at it in a sphere, the realm, I just want to get growth in all things moving forward, and that's in business and learning from this business. And when I was talking about what was the good advice, I thought that was very one piece of advice that I actually really took to heart, because I take all advice to heart, and I'm listening. I used to say, chew up the meat and spit out the bones. So everything someone says to me has something in it, and it's just how I digest it and take it. And what I've learned from that, one person said something to me that I actually ate, told me to stay vulnerable. And I said, wow, that was kind of tight coming from me, who I tell other people that, but they told me to be that. And I thought, and thinking about that, how do I stay vulnerable? I grow. That is the key to it. So I'm growing. So everything, even on this podcast, the things that I've learned about each and every one of you all that you've shared, even though they may sound quirky to some people, they have been deposited in me. So therefore, I can channel that. Even though the vegan thing would, I don't get the premise of that. I very much respect it. I do used to eat the green smoothies because I love greens, spinaches and greens and cabbages. But I didn't never get the, if you want something that's going to taste like meat, why don't you just eat meat? I always, kind of, that was just something in me, analytically, but grow. That's what I want to do in 2022. I want to take all
Yeah,
the things that
that's
I've
great.
learned from
Yeah,
everybody and just grow.
wonderful. And so let's wrap up the show. And what would be the one word that you would stand by, your one word for 2022? So what's your one word for 2022, Penise?
Impact. I
Impact.
want to make as much impact as I can, no matter where I go.
Okay. And Valerie, your one word for 2022?
Creative. I want to be creative with solutions and my time. That's what I want to happen for next year.
Ahmed?
So I would say this is one of the quotes that I created like 2 days or 3 days ago. Just work harder on yourself till you gain respect, because the person that you became, not just the position that you occupy. Because many people, they work harder on their positions, not on themselves. Who are you? This is what I would say.
So that would be self-growth then, and that would be kind of like called also, growth in 2022. That's what we are all looking forward to. And as for me, I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out yet. But I like the idea of having one word to be my motto for the full year. So you stick to it and you stay consistent, you stay focused. So I'm still thinking about it. If you watching, you have your one word for 2022, share it with us in the comments live. You watching the replay, the same. We will look at all your comments, answer all of them. Thank you everyone for watching us. Thank you to our standout guests today, Panis,
Thank you.
Valerie, Carl, Ahmed. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us today and have fun together and like to play the game. Like that's so cool. I love you guys and I respect you a lot. And for
Thank you
those of
so
you
much.
who are part of the community, we are repeating the experience next week with a different set of guests, and we're gonna have some fun too. So thank you everyone. You
Happy New Year. Happy New
you
Year
enjoy the
in advance.
holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy
Happy
holidays,
holidays,
Bye bye.
everyone. Take care.
Bye bye. Bye
and
bye.
we will see you soon. Bye bye.